have a problem with video games?
Yeah, I have a moderate problem with them.
Okay, and how many hours a day on average?
Probably about 6 hours.
Okay, you say 12 to 14.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. If you were spending 12 to 14 hours a day playing fucking Minecraft, then I'm sorry. That's not just an addiction, that's pretty much a full-time job. This right here is Paul, a man who apparently spends 12 to 14 hours a day playing video games and's got a huge addiction and apparently can't work because of a blood disorder. Now, as someone who actually collects video games, I'm gonna do my test and see, is this guy here actually addicted to video games? Well, actually, there's no test here, he just is. I mean, if we're going off just these allegations, then he just is addicted to video games. There's no denial to that.
Okay, now that's a big gap.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Phil, for teaching the audience math.
Between 6 hours a day, which, in my opinion, I would consider to be an extreme problem.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to playing video games for 6 hours a day, I feel like a lot of that comes to either your job or your age. If you're a 15-year-old and you're spending 6 hours a day playing Minecraft or Call of Duty, I feel like it's a lot better than getting into crime. But if you're a 40-year-old man with a family, then I feel like playing for 6 hours a day is pretty bad, unless for your job, if you are a gaming YouTuber, then 6 hours a day is not that bad.
Yeah.
And 12 to 14, which I would consider to be ridiculous.
Well, yeah, no shit, 12 to 14 hours, that's half of your day gone. All for what? Finding diamonds? Getting the hit new Fortnite dub or something? Like, bro, trust me, you can leave Minecraft for 10 minutes to go eat dinner, and the diamonds will still be there.
The extreme problem. So,
Why the fuck have they just made the camera facing motherfucking Gorlock the Destroyer over here?
I play about 6 hours a day. I try to be with you and the kids. During that daytime, I try to come and eat with you guys. We used to eat together.
I feel like if this dude's playing video games for half the day, I bet he probably says, my hunger bar's low whenever he's hungry.
Then
aren't you living with your mother now?
I'm staying at my parents'.
This dude right here is literally just the meme of the 30-year-old man living in his parents' basement, constantly playing World of Warcraft. The only food they eat is Doritos, and to them, water is literally just Mountain Dew, and all their socks are hard as rocks.
It's not rent-free. I'm paying our bills.
And the rest of that paycheck goes to Belle Delphine's OnlyFans and Pokimane Tier 3 sub.
Okay, but you've moved out.
I moved out because me and her, we have issues. She's got anger issues, so do I.
How does this man get angry? He literally looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. When he gets angry, does his whole body turn red like a tomato?
Have never played them 12 hours a day.
I can definitely see this man waking up every day and checking the Fortnite item shop for what's new, and I can also see him staying up all night for Double XP Weekend on Call of Duty.
She says you wake up and you play them all day long until you go to bed.
Not gonna lie, he just sounds like a pretty stereotypical teenage gamer. It's like he never got out of that teenage phase of playing video games. And you all know the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one where you wake up in the morning on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning, you've got nothing to do, no homework, so you just play Call of Duty, GTA, or whatever game you're into at that very moment, all day.
That you eat in bed playing the game.
Now, for some snacks, that's fine, but like Doritos or something, which is the stereotypical gamer food, that is awful because you're going to be fishing out crumbs for the next few years.
That you stay in bed playing the game.
Not
that
all week.
you
Not
put a
all week,
pillow
I
under
don't.
your left leg, you put a pillow behind your head, you put your controller in your lap, you sit there and play the game.
Dr. Phil right here is just explaining a disabled man that's got a broken foot position when laying down.
They bring you food, you miss parties, you miss dinners, you go on vacation, you bought a flat screen to play your game.
Wait a minute. So this dude right here got so unbelievably bored on vacation, and his addiction to video games is so insanely high, he had to go out and buy a flat screen 70-inch OLED TV or something to play the game. Okay, I'm be honest here, I love video games, but even if I got that bored on vacation, I'm not going out and buying a full TV just to play fucking Call of Duty or something. If I get that bored that easily on vacation, I would bring either a DS, a Nintendo Switch, a PSP, a PS Vita. I would not even think about going out of my way and buying a TV, because if anything, that's just an insult to whoever took you on vacation. You're pretty much saying to them, this is so boring, and you are so boring that I'm going to go out and buy a TV just to entertain myself.
I didn't buy a flat screen. Oh, yeah, I did.
You did in Pensacola.
Because I was, well, what's wrong with me when I'm having issues?
Dude, you have a bit more than just a simple problem. The way you're playing video games, drugs in GTA for you might as well be real drugs.
But you bought a flat screen on vacation to play your video game?
Yes, she said, go ahead, do it.
I also said, can I get a prostitute? And she responded with,
Said, go ahead, do it.
I also asked, can I rob Fort Knox? And she responded with,
Said, go ahead, do it.
and I also asked, can I go commit war crimes in Afghanistan? And she responded with,
Said, go ahead, do it.
Also, before we continue, can I just point out how high this dude looks? Like, honestly, with eyes that bug-eyed like that, honestly looks like he's having real Vietnam flashbacks.
The reason why I told him to go buy a screen so I didn't have to hear him bitch the whole time.
Well, you're going to talk like that, I'm not going to talk with you
I'm
because
sorry.
I'm tired of
It's
this.
the truth.
That's her temper.
His mirror to sound like any minute now he's about to burst into tears, and for that, I kind of feel for the guy a bit. I kind of feel bad a bit.
Is out the roof. And I'm not going to be laughed at and made fun of in
I'm
here.
not making fun of you,
He may not be making fun of you, but I am.
sir.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm not making.
I'm not going to be called names like you've called me in the past.
Nah, they're just dropping every single reason why their divorce happened. Like, Jesus Christ, in a minute, we're going to be getting a full description on their sex life.
I understand.
I'm not going to take it no more.
I
You need to
understand.
learn to talk to me the right way
I understand.
or no way at all because I'm your husband.
Nah, man, now you guys are just playing with the audience's feelings at this point just for sympathy.
And if you want this to work, then we need to work it out together.
You know, after this, even if they got the couple therapy and counselling, you know, no matter what, he'll still be back to 15 hours a day playing Fortnite when the new season drops.
I understand, and I'm not here denying anything.
Oh, look at the goddamn look in her face, like, guys, I'm about to spill out all my feelings. Can you guys just shut the fuck up? To be fair, I think shit like this is the reason Dr. Phil probably should not be a live show, because when you got shit like this is just a huge distraction from whatever the person was saying. Also, was that like some sort of comedy joke there that I just didn't get from that?
Was that her temper?
Yeah, that was her temper when she gets mad at me because that's what we end up doing, and we both get mad at each other.
To be honest, going off that wasn't really insane amount of temper, honestly. The way you originally described it was like screaming, punching, kicking, but no, it's just explaining shit pretty much. But anyway, that is how this episode of Dr. Phil ends. And honestly, for most of the episode, I ended up feeling a bit more guilt because this guy, Jimmy, sounds like he's about to cry at any moment throughout this entire episode. So you can tell he's definitely very emotional. And the woman just doesn't really sound like she gives too much of a shit, to be honest. Now, honestly, I can't really say much about how to stop this video game addiction as I collect a lot of fucking video games at the end of the day. I guess the most I can say is, like, cut the hours down by about most third. Got to come down by like a third of what they were originally, and then just kind of go from there, I guess. But hey, I guess since nowadays nobody blames anything on any form of mental problems, so I guess I got to do what everyone else does. Video games? Le bad. So, in conclusion, don't leave your family for Fortnite, because when the servers go down, well, there went your life.
She disappeared across the boardwalk. She keeps the sunset bright with movement in her eyes. She knows she gets away with murder. Swallows up your heart of gold, and I don't know just where we've got to go.
Also, who's betting right fucking now that even though this dude probably has about 30 hours on Call of Duty, he still's got a constant negative KD?